What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aces Place 22, where I'm Ace, and this is my place 22. And here we are in the thicket of it, the thick of spooky season. Ooh. Spooky, spooky, spooky everywhere. I hope everybody's doing really good. Please like and subscribe. It's keeping all those evil spirits away so we can get you guys some new videos and all that other stuff here on YouTube. So please, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, here we are with what? Night 6 of Aces, Thrills and Chills movie reviews. Wow. And we are actually going to continue this pattern of the Saw franchise. Now, if everybody's been watching, which I know everybody in the world has, I've got 2 videos up right now reviewing Saw 1 through 3, and then I've got 4, 5, and 6. And now we are going to take a little bit of a look or a listen to numbers 7 and 8. Just like all the other Saw movies, people are getting trapped. We've got corrupt police officers capturing people. We're going to be strictly talking about number 7 real quick. I'm going to skim over most of it. Number 7 is the conclusion of the Hoffman era that is the Saw movies. He was introduced in Saw 3, became the main antagonist from 4, 5, and 6, right up until 7, the final chapter. He goes so hard in these movies. I personally really like Costas Mandylor, the actor that plays Detective Hoffman. This is the fun part. A few years ago at a Saratoga Comic-Con, he was actually there. I was very excited to get to meet him. I ended up getting an 8x10 of him where he is in Saw 6. And he's got the reverse bear trap on himself. And when he, frees himself from it, spoiler alert, he, half of his face is all ripped open. So that is the 8x10 glossy that I got him to autograph. And I just got to say, he was one of the coolest guys I ever met. Shaking his hand, giving him a hug, and he's just like, man, I love you. His voice is so raspy and just so down to earth. It made me feel so comfortable. I really like the guy a lot as an actor. He was very personable when I met him. And, a little fun fact, we'll get here in a second. In Saw, I'm just trying to get my thoughts together, make sure I got the right movie. Saw 7 is his last appearance. I'm going to have to spoil it a little bit, but I won't spoil who or what it is. But Detective Hoffman ends up getting captured by the end of Saw 7, and he gets placed in the very same room from the very first movie that Adam and Dr. Gordon were in. It's very poetic. He is left there to what we presume rot, die. But when I met him, this was a cool little thing he said to me. We're in the huddle position, and I'm like, dude, you got to come back. Like, you were one of the coolest characters in those movies, yada, yada. And he goes, you got to remember, I've been there since the beginning. And we're like, yeah? Or I'm like, yeah? And he goes, I know where the key is in that drain. And I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, dude, you do know that. You are aware of that. That is pretty cool. We've never seen that come full circle. We've not seen any of that play out in these, the future movies. I'm still holding out. I'm still extremely hopeful that maybe, it'll happen. He'll come in. But as of right now, nothing on the Detective Hoffman part. But I enjoy 7. It's their 3D movie. They were definitely going for the 3D effect in that one. It's all over the place. It gets a little jarring at times because not that I watch it in 3D, but this is meant to be 3D. This is meant to be 3D. It's definitely not the best Saw movie. I'll say that right now. The acting is a little chucky, throw it away. But it's a fun movie. It's a good conclusion to the Hoffman Jigsaw era of the Saw franchise. But let's talk about Saw 8. Saw 8, or as it's known simply as Jigsaw, is like 10 plus years after the events of all of these things have happened. You've got new characters, new players in all of these games, but no Jigsaw. John Kramer has been dead since the third movie, and he has never come back. Like, they've definitively left him dead. He's come back in flashbacks and stuff like that, and that's what he does in this movie, of course. But this focuses and centers around these new games that have been popping up and bodies that have been popping up, and people are like, what is going on? John Kramer has been dead for X amount of years. His apprentices have been gone as well. Oh my god, there has to be a new killer. Blah, 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 blah. Same derived stuff from all the other movies. There's nothing new. They're not adding anything new to this franchise other than just a new installment into the story. So it focuses around detectives obviously trying to figure out what this game is, what the motive is, who's this Jigsaw killer, all while there is is he a doctor? I think he's a doctor. I think he's just a doctor. He's working closely on these new Jigsaw murders alongside his apprentice, which his apprentice is the one that gives all the red flags of, wait a minute, I think she might be involved. Come full circle, she's not involved. Logan, the doctor, has actually been a Jigsaw apprentice this entire time as well. Dun, dun, dun. This is when the movies start to get convoluted, but they've always been a little convoluted with, hold on, wait a minute, this person was there from the beginning, I didn't see these things here, okay, wait, now you're telling me this. They've done a little choppy with the antagonists of these movies, saying that they've always been there and that they've always been an apprentice. They could definitely do better on that. But when they say, like, cops and stuff like that, have, the protagonists have always been there. They're trickled throughout all the other films, so you definitely don't feel like, wait, who is this guy? Except for the very last movie. That detective, who the fuck is that guy? And he sucks. That's what I'm saying. But meanwhile, while all these new games are being played, they show you a game specifically being played of these people in, like, a barn or I think it is a barn. Going through all these different stages of different, games. And then you come to find out that what you have been watching has already taken place 10 years prior, and nobody found those bodies except Logan was the one. It gets a little mucky, but it is fun. It's enjoyable. It's got a pretty cool ending, and along with, like, Costas Mandylor, we have never seen Logan come back as an apprentice or another type of character in any of these, in the next two Saw movies. So that leaves it open for, if they make more, you can reintroduce this character, you can say he's been here doing this, blah, blah, blah. I'm very curious to see. They were supposed to come out with a Saw 11 this year, 2025. I have not heard any more about that. We're pretty much at the tail end, so I don't think it's a thing. But I'm definitely interested to see where they go, if they go with these characters, or if they continue with Saw 10, which I will be talking about here tomorrow, actually, because I'm going to be watching Saw 9, which is Spiral from the Book of Saw, that's the title of it, and then Saw X, which is 10. Looking forward to those. I enjoy all these Saw movies. I really, really do. They're icky, gross, grimy, violent, disturbing. But honestly, my life is pretty much right on par with that. So these are like walking through a nice little meadow. A beautiful meadow with blood-covered flowers. And body parts in the soil. Yeah, that sounds like home. That really is going to wrap it up on my, quick thoughts and reviews of Saw 7 and Jigsaw. Saw 8. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to specify on. I don't think so. They bring John Kramer back or Tobin Bell back in all these movies as flashbacks and stuff, which is always fun because he is Jigsaw, so you kind of got to have him in these movies. But I will give you guys a little hint or a little something. The next installment in these movies, Spiral from the Book of Saw, is in the same vein as these Saw movies. It breathes the same breath, but it is its own thing. And that's what makes me enjoy that one very much. So until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed Night 6 of Aces, Thrills, and Chills movie reviews. And I hope you guys Check these movies out if you've never seen them. They are not for everybody. Definitely the kids are not meant to watch these. But if you've enjoyed what I've said and you're interested in these movies, definitely check them out. Other than that, I'm running out of breath. I'll see you guys in the next one.